One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Pitt lined up ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So NC State's offense will take the first swing of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time...
There he goes! Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The corners are walked up tight. Makes the grab. It's Roberts. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. They've really got it going the last few weeks, won their last 3, and maybe going to get a little bit of national attention.
Yeah, they had some bumps in the road early in the year, but this is a team that's starting to peak at the right time. They're building momentum, building confidence, stacking these wins. They want to put another one in the W column here today, David.
And this is why we love the expansion of the college football playoffs. Sometimes you get hot at the right time. Like late in the season, and you look like a team that could do some damage, and then you get to that moment and you get the opportunity now. So keep putting it together and see what happens.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Pittsburgh's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finds a crease at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Panthers!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They unleash unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Finds his tight end. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Gets it out quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Looking to throw on third. Makes the grab. It's Adkins. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The give to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Right back to the well. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. He's now up to 71 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. Runs through a tackle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Touch pass on the right. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Davis will throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see.
To get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Looks as if NC State has a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Caught behind the line. It's Atkins. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. NC State needs to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Marches ahead. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Robinson. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often, and usually don't go far down the field. But nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
The Panthers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's a heat. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Davis looking to pass. Steps away to find some room. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
It's fourth down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Handoff from the gun. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Shotgun, the inside give. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And that adds to a successful day. 100 yards rushing on the day. That's what you strive for. Usually when you hit that 100-yard mark, a lot of times you're saying, my offense is going to win, my team is going to win. He's at the 100-yard mark, so that's a good thing for the offense.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Panthers can play this 2nd down. Out of ways with just a few yards to go. Davis will throw. Quick completion on the out route. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. On the ground, it's Goff. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Extra point here will tie the game.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He leaves it with his back. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Finds the tight end. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. They'll try the run. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half.
NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of... Found good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Turning it on! They've got the lead here in the second half.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium. On Happy Valley is a tense place right now. This is a tight game. They're up by 7 over Washington. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the ground with the back. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Off the RPO, complete. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get...
Touchdown, NC State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Looking for the time with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Fires to the middle. The sure hands, it's Thomas. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Panthers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Davis looking to pass. Got his man on the right.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Caught close to the marker, it's Robinson. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but He just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. Out of bounds he goes, they'll mark it at the 16.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Looking to throw for it. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Pitt. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner is stopped.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Can't get him to the ground. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Finds his big tight end. Got room at the 35. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's got the tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Leaves it with the back. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. NC State to the line on 3rd and inches. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Touchdown, Wolfpack! Once he got some room, it was over. Extra point here would tie the game. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways. But he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They picked up that last 1st down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Davis will throw. On the run, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting out the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Quarterback on the keeper. Makes one man miss. Got enough for the first down. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. To the air on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. They'll try it over the left side. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll give it to him again. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give out of the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights. Good. And now they regain the lead. So they were able to put up a 3-spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The tight end always finds a way to get open. He's just a first down machine, Jesse.
And he's a guy, Reese, that is proven he can beat man coverage, but he's also so good against zone, too. He just knows where the soft spots are in the defense. That's why this quarterback has so much confidence in him.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Davis looking to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over Arkansas State.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas.
Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's taking the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Safe little shovel pass. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Davis will throw. Complete to the left. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. From the red zone, looking for a man. Trying to set up the screen. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks? Really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Looking to the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating.